The Arewa Christian and Indigenous Pastors Association, led by Reverend Luke Shehu, has accused the federal government of slamming northern Christian in Kill's service appointment. Shehu alleged that a Christian who scored 83% in the federal exam was replaced by a Muslim who scored 53%, describing it as a clear act of injustice and persecution. He warned that the Christians across the 19 northern states and Abuja will stage mass protests if the government failed to reverse the decision. Shehu also called on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to end religious bias and take firm action against terrorism and discrimination in the north. Ambassador Emmanuel David of the Voice of Truth movement has thrown the support of northern youth behind the protest, condemning what he called a merit ignore for religion system. David urged the government to reinstate the rightful candidate and warned that northern youth are ready to mobilize nationwide demonstration if justice is not served. He called on President Tinubu to ensure fairness and equality for all Nigerians.
I welcome you all to this very important major international press conference of the Arewa Christians and Indigenous Pastors Association, the women of Arewa, Northern Nigeria, the youth of Arewa, Northern Nigeria, and the Christian religious leaders of Northern Nigeria. I am Reverend Dr. Luke Shehu, the chairman of Arewa Christians and Indigenous Pastors Association. We chose to make this press conference today on the Sunday, 9th of November 2025 because this is critical. It is a pivotal point towards the redemption of Nigeria, the restoration of Nigeria. The issue now is about terrorism. The issue now is about persecution. The issue now is about genocide against Christians in northern Nigeria particularly. Unfortunately, we realize that government officials, some politicians, unfortunately, even including Christian clerics, including some Christians in southern Nigeria who never know what persecution is, who never know what genocide is. As I'm standing here, my favorite uncle, the immediate younger brother of my mother, was burned alive in Votni village of Pushi district in Mangu local government of Plateau State. Everyone knows that there is genocide in Bokos, there is genocide in Riom, there is genocide in Mangu local government, not to mention Goza, not to mention what happened in Sokoto State, where indigenous Muslims were stopped in a vehicle that were passers-by. The vehicle was stopped and shot. They were killed and burned alive, including women and children. And that is why you can see behind me, there are women, there are youth. We are here to say no to impunity, no to marginalization of northern Christians. And this includes from the Benue Chief, the Idoma, the Ngas of the Mogavul and the Tarok of Plateau State, from the tribes of Goza, from the tribes of Numan and the Kilba in Adamawa State, from the tribes of Tafa Balewa in Bauchi State, and to our brothers, the Hausas in Kano, in Jigawa, in Zamfara, in Katsina. Now the issue today is this. We realized that the Federal Civil Service did a meticulous interview for the placement and appointment of Nigerian Permanent Secretary. Unfortunately, the record at our disposal is that a northern Christian from northeast Nigeria emerged first with 83%. Unfortunately, a distant 53% winner, who got 53 or 55%, a Muslim from fifth position, is now being announced by the federal government, Federal Civil Service Commission, that he is now the legitimate person that will be sworn in tomorrow. We said no to this marginalization because it has happened in ABU Zaria, where we know that people like Professor Audu was the doctor of the doctor of the Premier of Northern Nigeria. Northern Muslims would tell us Professor Isha Audu Ayarong Sardaunane, he has worked with him. We are tired with Atakia, that is deception in northern Nigeria. If we are together, We want northern governors, we want the president of Nigeria, we want the legislatures of northern Nigeria to know that northern Christians are not their hunting dogs. They cannot use us to make northern Nigeria greater in the past, before independence, in the past and after independence. They cannot use us to make greater Nigeria today, and then they begin to take over head of department, dean of faculties in ABU Zaria. They denied indigenous Hausa young boys and girls scholarship to study overseas from Kano, Jigawa, Borno, Yobe State, only for those who they are feeling are pure sons of their state by de facto factor of religion.
We are also adding our voice to that of our leaders here to tell the president and those in office that we will not accept the marginalization of the youth of Christians in the north, the killings of Christians in the north that is being denied by some of our leaders. We are here to lend our voice, and we have galvanized all our youth across board, across the northern states, to come out. If the government, the head of service, and the president himself refuse to change this, how long are we going to be using people that does not merit a position to put them there? Are we in animal farms where some animals are more equal than others? We are not. We need a better Nigeria. And so for that, let the rightful person who passed that exam is not just a distant 50. The man got 23.
Who is that? Mohammed Isaku.
Mohammed Isaku got 23, while the Christian Mr. Joseph had 86. And so these are things we want to correct. These are things we want. If we really want Nigeria to grow, if we are praying that we don't want Trump to come around, we don't want this to come around, then let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. I want to assure Nigerians and everyone that the whole youth in the north will be coming out if this is not changed. Thank you very much.